Tricia Costa.
Hello, hello. I feel so blessed to have Tori in my team. She is amazing. And we're actually going to Mexico together on Thursday. Super excited to go pick her up at the airport on Thursday and meet her husband. So thank you, Tori. Tracy, I mean, all of you guys are so amazing and everything you said today. So number one, Ben was referring us to a book that he's reading, and I wrote it down. I am reading Relentless. And I have said that I am relentless. Like, what is my secret to success? Relentless. So when I saw the title of the book, I'm like, oh, they wrote that for me. And it is an amazing book. Everybody needs to check this book out. I'm the cleaner, by the way. If you read the book, I'm the cleaner. So guys, if you say to yourself that you're not achieving the goals that you want, this is the message I have for you today. And it goes along with what Ben said about taking responsibility, right? I want you to ask yourself, I ask myself every night, I ask myself these questions. How many people did I reach out to today? How many times did I post today? It was at a regular post. Did I do a video? Did I get on the cutoff Zoom today if it's a Thursday? You know, did I get on this call on Friday? Was I listening to Ryan and Lisa on Monday? Do I know what's going on with that new product? Take responsibility, because there's no such thing as something for nothing. Most people in life, we just want something for nothing. That's why 1% of the population is extremely successful. They are the cleaners. Everything they go for, they have no excuses. They just keep going. I talk to my son about that all the time because he wants to be big, right? He's like, Mom, I'm 17 already. I got to be buff. But for a long time, he wanted to be buff, sitting in front of the TV or talking to a friend on the phone or flipping through TikTok. And we had to have that conversation. You know what, honey? Everything you want in your life, there's going to be a price to pay. Are you willing to pay the price so that you can have what other people don't, right? Because people are not willing to pay the price, you guys. They are not willing to put the time in, the effort, the energy. They're not willing to become better. And for things to become better, you have to become better. Right? You have to work on yourself. You have to pay that price. So what is the sacrifice that you're going to make to achieve your goals in every area of your life? What is it that you're going to do? Like with my son, I said, listen, you want to get bigger. You're not good with your eating schedule. So now he's actually taking our protein. He started on the collagen. He's on amino acids. He's 17 and he's loving it. And he's ready for any product that comes in that has to do with him going to the gym. And now we got him a trainer. He's going to the gym 5 days a week. And last night he comes up to me and he goes, Mom, I'm seeing results. Guys, it takes time to see results, right? Because a lot of people come into this and you give it 2 weeks and you're going to call me and say, nobody's joining me. I am not seeing results, Tricia. And I always laugh, guys. I laugh and I ask you, and you know, if you reached out to me, I've asked you this question. How long have you been reaching out to people? How many people? I don't know. You cannot manage what you can't measure. You got to be able to know exactly at the end of the day. Write down on your calendar. I have a paper calendar. I write it down. I know Tracy does too. I reached out to 60 people today. I posted twice today. I was on the Zoom today. What did you do today? Ask yourself those questions, because if you don't even know what you're doing and then 2 weeks later, you're like, it's not working. What is it that is not working? If you work it, it works. And I promise you, it works. But you have to pay the price. You have to sacrifice. And then some people say, well, I have a full-time job. I'm like, well, good for you. I have many full-time jobs between visiting colleges, driving to Mexico once a week by myself, back and forth, dealing with my real estate team, dealing with clients, flipping homes. I have a full-time job too. Yeah. But what I guarantee you that even if you do have a full-time job, you have been watching TV too much. You have been doing nothing too much. So really understand that the time that you have, my whole day is divided into 15-minute blocks. And even my leisure time is in 15-minute blocks. So I'm going to take an hour. That's 4 blocks for me to do something, go out to dinner with my husband. So you got to know where your time goes. That's how you become the cleaner. You got to know what you're doing, right? You got to know what you're doing. So think about the fact that you are willing to work a job for 10, like somebody that I spoke to yesterday, she's been in it for 2 weeks and she's like, I'm not having results. I've only recruited 3 people so far. I'm like, those are amazing results. That's number one. Number two, how long have you been at your job? And she said 8 years. Okay, so you are willing to give 8 years to this job that you just told me you absolutely hate. You just told me you don't make enough money, but now you're getting frustrated in 2 weeks with something that can actually change your life, change your family's life, change generations to come. You're going to give that 2 weeks before you get frustrated. You're not managing anything. You're not measuring anything. You don't know exactly how many people reached out to. So what are you even frustrated about? There's nothing to be frustrated about. And guys, most of the time when you reach out to me and you say, I'm not getting results, and I go check your account, I don't even know that you are in the business. I go to Facebook, I go to Instagram, and I'm like, oh, are you in LiveGood? It doesn't look like you are. And I'm here to tell you that if you're not passionate, committed, excited, all in, nobody wants to join you. So even if you're messaging people, if you're reaching out to people, you are not the person they want to join with. So ask yourself every day, am I the sponsor that I would like to have? And if the answer is no, you've got to change that. You got to be, because I see myself as like, anybody who doesn't join me would be out of their minds, because I will be on. Right? I'm going to take your phone calls. I will be on the other side, but I'll do what it takes to help you succeed. That's what people want. They want you to be that person. And if you don't come across as that person, if you're wishy-washy about it, you're like, I'm just trying to see how this is going to work. You're not a leader. Become a leader. Day one. The day I joined, I showed up on Facebook as a top leader. I'm not lying saying I'm a top leader, but I showed up on Facebook with that kind of passion and love for the company and commitment. I'm here for life. This is it. Amen. And outside of my training, I just want to say to Ben, thank you so much for the transparency. I didn't even notice that anything was wrong in the back office, but I love everything about this company. I feel like that when I talk to people, I tell them, I say, you guys, I've been in the industry for so long. This is perfection. This company is perfection. You guys blow my mind every day. I've been through so many launches. It's always a disaster. Every day I can't wrap my mind around how you guys can manage this the way you do. Kisses to you too, Notter. But I don't know how you guys do it. It is incredible. But most of all, thank you for the transparency, because that's something I have never had. I joined my first company in 1998. And one thing I have never seen in network marketing is transparency. As a matter of fact, every time I ever asked a question, I got shut down, because if you ask a question, if something didn't make sense to you, they tell you're being negative. And here, I feel like I have the open door policy to make suggestions, to ask questions without being called negative, without being shut down. So thank you. And back to you. Thank you, guys.